Hello learners, in this lecture we will see how the use of admixture is going to affect the workability of a concrete, right? So the most important factor which affects the workability is the use of the admixture. So especially when I say admixture, we already seen what is admixture, right? Especially the plasticizers and the super plasticizers are going to improve the workability of a concrete in a better way. And also when understanding the plasticizer and the super plasticizer, we had seen that we call them as a water reducer, and we had seen some effects also how the workability is going to improve and all. So now we'll try to see exactly how they are going to work, right? So the next is that admixture help in reducing the water content. So two things admixture is going to do. The first is that admixture help in reducing the water content. That's the first thing. That is water cement ratio. It's going to help us in reducing the water cement ratio, thereby increasing the strength of the concrete, right? So we'll try to understand this in a more better way. It's not as easy as it is written here. So we'll try to understand in a more better way. Yeah. So let us say I have taken 2 3 different cases to explain this. In the case one, let us say, yeah, in the case one, let us say the water cement ratio is 0.5, and I have taken 100 liters of water, and I have taken cement of 200 kg. So how it comes out to be 0.5, 100 divided by 200, that is water cement ratio, right? Water and cement, it comes out to be 0.5. And let us say by preparing a mix of something like this, okay, I'm getting a workability. So workability is measured in terms of slump, and the value what we write is 100 mm. That means there is a 100 mm of slump. Okay, that means whenever I say workability, that means the flowing nature of a concrete is called as workability. Let us say the flowing is a 100 mm of workability I'm getting. Now in the next case, what I'm going to do, I'll try to add admixture. Okay, because now what I have to do, I want to increase the slump of this. Yeah, let me put it in a better way. See, I'm getting 100 mm slump here, right? Yeah. So now this 100 mm I want to increase it by another 20. Let us say I want 120 mm slump, right? Now we are discussing admixture. Now I know the property of admixture, that admixture is going to increase the workability. So now what I'm going to do, I'll tell admixture, that is a plasticizer or super plasticizer, to come and increase the slump for me. So in the next mix, when I prepare the next mix, in the next mix, what I'm going to do, I'll again take water 100 liters, I'll take cement 200 kg, and I'll take water cement ratio 0.5. Along with that, what I'm going to do, no, I'll add admixture also. There's a small mistake here. Give me a minute. I'll quickly rectify that. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So the first case is we have understood. We have taken water cement ratio, this much water, this much cement, and I'm getting a workability in terms of slum as 100 mm, right? So in the second case, I know that the admixture is going to increase the workability. So I'll call admixture and I'll tell what you can do for me. So what I'm going to do, again, I'll take 100 liters of water. I'll take 200 kg of cement, and this time let me try to add few percentage of admixture. Let it be 1% or 2% by the weight of a cement. So this time what I can see, this time the workability has increased. That means you can see it here, the workability from 100 it has gone to 120 mm, right? So what admixture has done for me, the admixture has increased the workability for me. Fine. Now the thing is that, let us say I don't want to increase the workability. Okay, the whatever 100 mm workability I'm getting, no slump, whatever 100 I'm getting, that is enough for me. I don't want more than that. Again, I'm going to ask admixture, is there anything else that you can do for me other than increasing the workability? Can For me 100 mm workability is enough. Is there anything else that you can do for me? Then the admixture is going to tell me, next time when you try to add, next time you try to make a mix, what you do, you try to reduce the water content, right? So after listening to admixture, what I'm going to do in the next mix, when I prepare a next mix, I'm going to reduce the water content. So in the next mix, let us say I've taken only 80 liters of water, because admixture told me to reduce the water content. So from 100 liters, I brought 80 liters, and cement I've kept as 200 kg only. So, and then I've added a admixture along with that. Okay. Now what I got here, I got 100 mm slump. So this time what has happened, so this time, even though I reduced the water content, what has happened, I'm getting 100 mm slump only. So where is that another extra slump I'm getting that additional 20 mm slump from the admixture. So that means even my second point is also correct. That means admixture helps in increasing the slump, and also it helps in decreasing the water content. Now what has happened in the case 3, the water content has come down. You can see from 100 liters, by putting admixture, the water content has come to 80 liters. And also along with that, what you can see, the water cement ratio also has come down, right? How is that? Because I've taken 80 liters here, the cement is 200 kg. Now you divide it, 80 divide by 200. If you do, how much it comes out to be? It comes out to be 0.5. So if the water cement ratio is also coming down, that means there are three advantages of using admixture. First is that workability is improved, right? First, if I'm using admixture, workability is going to improve. Second, if I use admixture, what is going to happen? The water content is going to come down. And along with the water content, what is going to happen? The water cement ratio is also going to come down. And if and now how much slum I'm getting? In all the cases, the slum I require 100 here. Here, since I added admixture, I'm getting 120 slum. But here I wanted only 100. But in spite of that also, what has happened? The water content has come down, right? So what I'm trying to tell now, so this is actually advantages for me. That means if you're trying to make use of admixture in a mixed design in the concrete, so what is going to happen? The water cement ratio is going to come down, and whatever workability you want to achieve, that you are going to achieve, right? So on the other hand, if you remember the graph what I had plotted, let me plot the graph once again. Yeah, let me plot it here itself. Okay, yeah. So now yeah. So this is my strength part. I'll write it here, and this is my water cement ratio. So now what has happened? Since my here water cement ratio is 0.5, here the water cement ratio is 0.4. So if the water cement ratio is less, we know that what is going to happen? The strength is going to increase, right? Let us say here for 0.5, I'm getting a strength somewhere here. Okay, this is my 0.5 water cement ratio. This is the strength what I've got. Let us say I'm getting some 25 Newton per mm square. Okay, now since I've reduced the water cement ratio 0.4, if this is 0.5, zero point 0.4 will be somewhere here, and corresponding to this will be my strength. So what has happened? From 25 the strength has gone to 35, right? So what has happened? Indirectly the strength of the concrete is going to increase. That is the reason where most of the construction and all, what we try to do, we try to make use of the admixture. And these are the benefits of using the admixture, and this is how the admixture is going to have its effect on the workability, right? I hope this basic understanding is clear about the admixture. That is why when we are learning the first chapter, we had seen how the plasticizer is going to improve the workability, right? That is why, because always remember, if I lower my water cement ratio, my strength is going to increase. Let me put one more point here. Yeah, see, let me do it again. If water cement ratio, if water cement ratio is less, then what is going to happen? Strength is going to increase. This is good. But if water cement ratio is less, then what will happen? Since you have a very less amount of water, the workability is going to come down, isn't it? The workability is going to come down. And if the workability will come down, then what will happen? I have to put lot of effort in placing my concrete. That means what will happen? More effort is required, but practically that is not required. But practically we require a workable concrete. So both things it's not possible. That is why we try to make use of the admixture like plasticizers and super plasticizer. So what is going to happen? Strength is also achieved, and if you want to get more workability by adding plasticizer or super plasticizer, the workability of the concrete is going to improve, right? So this is what practically we try to do. Yeah, so I hope this much understanding is clear. So we'll see. Yeah, yeah. So I hope this much understanding is clear. So we'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.